Hi there. What's up, y'all? This is the last one. We made it all the way to the end, and Arkham Origins comes out in 2 days. So, it was kind of important to me to get this entire thing up before the release of the new game. And the next Riddler hostage room is not that far away. It's directly over here where that last Titan container was. It's like right around the corner from that Titan container. But we're still going through these rooms are going to start getting, there's this one, there's one more after this, and they are kind of tricky. And you're going to start getting into all of his gadgets now. Some of these rooms, you have to use every gadget you've got, just about.
Were you scared? Did I finally get to you?
Please, someone!
Have I ground you down?
Like this one here, you have to start out with the cryographic sequencer.
No. Well, this next room will.
Interesting thing about the Riddler that I liked several years ago, he actually reformed, or supposedly reformed. He had brain damage after he was hit over the head by the Shining Knight and was in a coma for the better part of a year. Okay, watch out for this thing over top. And when he awoke, he was cured of his insanity and his obsession with puzzles and riddles, and then became a detective. And Edward Enigma is so intelligent that in terms of being a detective, he rivaled Batman. However, when he woke up, he still had his massive ego and his extreme intelligence. Okay, right over here, we need the line launcher. Whoa! I got zapped there for a second, but I made it. Still all good.
As you look upon my work, your primitive brain must be struggling to comprehend how I have managed all this.
But the Riddler is another guy who eventually is so intelligent that he did figure out eventually that Bruce Wayne and Batman are the same. See, you got to start using all of his gadgets now. And as a matter of fact, when he was the supposedly reformed detective, he actually deduced that Nightwing and Dick Grayson were the same. And
I cannot begin to fathom the level at which
for the time that Dick Grayson was Batman, when Bruce Wayne was trapped back in time.
Give up and die.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
What are you doing?
Yep, sorry. And got him, yeah, we're good. He actually knew immediately that this was a different Batman, that this wasn't the same guy.
How the hell did you do that?
Tell me the numbers.
He did have a short stint in Gotham City Sirens,
5,
also
7,
with Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and again, a
0.
supposedly
You'll be safe.
on-again, off-again
If you get the
reformed
chance,
Harley
head
Quinn.
back to the church.
But these rooms, I mean, the Riddler has this knack for recognizing immediately shapes and patterns. He's got to have a knowledge of engineering and mathematics and philosophy and chemistry. I mean, the guy... Hold on.
Riddle me this. Hit me hard and I will crack. But you'll never stop me from staring back.
Once again,
Am I?
really easy riddle.
How did you do that? Who helped you? Tell me. Actually, it doesn't
And look how pissed he is. And these aren't even
I'll
difficult.
be shocked if you don't come and save her, as she'll be if you do.
Okay, next room is right in front of the GCPD. Yep, almost went out the wrong door. Here we go. So this one is a little ways away. But his reformation didn't last very long, and obviously he's a villain again now in the New 52. This is all good. I've heard people complaining about the next game, and one thing that I like about the next game is that it's going to incorporate a lot of the villains that are in this one, because some of them are iconic and you can't leave them out, like the Joker and the Penguin, those guys, the Riddler. You can't leave these guys out. Bane, for that matter, since 1992 or 93. Bane is an iconic Batman character now. You can't leave him out either. But they're going to incorporate... Oh, the next room is right on the right. You can see the riddle, or the question mark right there. But they're going to incorporate a lot of people that are lesser-known villains, some of which, supposedly, Batman has never even encountered before, all on the same night. And this is going to be Batman in year 2, and people complain that he's not ready for all of those guys in one night. Like, the guys that made the game said that that's going to be Batman 1.0. It's a really rough, you know, inexperienced. He knows what he's doing, and he's got his years of training behind him, and he's still got a lot of great gadgets. Well, I say, screw that. I say completely screw that, and who cares? And the more the merrier. It's a video game. It doesn't have to, you don't have to make it. Hold on. This is a little tricky. Wait for that one to drop, and then run immediately and get under this. Yeah, that one's timing. This is a video game. It's not a series of films, or it's not a comic where you have to keep the continuity. You know what I mean? It's a game, and it's going to be years before they make the next game. I say throw in as much as you possibly can, like all the side missions that they throw. What is the likelihood, really, of Batman encountering all of the villains in this game that he did, if you count all the side missions, all in the same night? I mean, what's the likelihood? But, who cares? It made for a really great game. So I'm looking forward to it. And on some of the characters that they put into, I haven't read in a comic since I was in high school or even middle school. So I'm looking forward to it, and the more the merrier, I say. Okay, first we pull those back, and then push them forward. And then you need your remote control Batarang, and hit the one on the left, if I remember. It's been a little while, but it was the one on the left was the one I always hit. Seemed to work out. But I'm really excited that I got this finished, including, it took like 2 days to run around and solve all the riddles, collect all those trophies.
How many bats does it take to solve my challenge? Obviously.
Alright, we gotta go through here, and inside here, you need the cryographic sequencer. And this one is bamboozling, if I remember right. Yep. And then we have to go right back where we just were, because that opens that. But I already have my Arkham Origins pre-ordered, and that's all I'm waiting for. That's pretty much all I'm even concerned about in the world right now. I've been looking forward to this for so long. Okay. This one's not so hard. You have to use the negative charge to pull those up and then let them drop. Alright, and then get yourself up here, because from up here is the only way you can hit this battery to shoot them forward again. And then back down. In which case you need the line launcher. See, all these gadgets. And we're right up on the end here. Right up on it. Don't touch the ground here. And sharp left. And the Riddler's going to be really pissed now.
You weren't supposed to do that! Impossible! How did you... Oh, this isn't over, Dark Knight. You may have defeated me tonight, but I'll be back.
But I still like the costume that they gave the Riddler in this. It's kind of tried and true. With the bowler hat and the cane
tell me the code.
that he has. He didn't always have that cane. I think
Why didn't he give you?
he had it before, but Jim Carrey, I think, popularized it in Batman Forever because it looks so cool with the question mark top. He's had it ever since.
Get back to the church when you can. Oracle, we've got a problem. I solved the last Riddler room, but there wasn't a radio frequency.
You know, they didn't give him like the spandex tights that he always had with the question marks over it.
Last room.
It'd be like a green outfit with purple question marks all over it.
From the church. If they're still alive,
Like it was when in the old Super
search
Friends
every record
challenge of the
buildings
Super
he's
Friends,
used so far.
where he was in the
Maybe a
Legion of
connection.
Doom. He was one of those guys. Had a couple of Batman's villains in that one,
Right. Listen to me carefully.
like Scarecrow was in it too.
So, I'll just need a couple of days and I will make a puzzle so taxing.
And Solomon Grundy was one of the Legion of Doom. I don't know if you can necessarily count him. I mean, he is a Batman villain, but he's a lot of other people's villains. He was initially the, what was it, the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott.
Looks like they were all owned by a Mr. Fine. He seems to have acted as some sort of property broker.
When was this?
Before Arkham City was built. It's a long shot, I know, but he sold one other property 3 months before Arkham opened. There's
Oh.
no record of who to, but I'm sending you the location now.
Thanks, Oracle. I'll check it out.
Now, the last, yeah, it's right next to the,
That freak doesn't
what do you call it? The Iceberg Lounge. On the opposite side of the museum. It's not really difficult to find, and the room itself, actually, if you don't... if you're really careful, it doesn't take that long to beat. You can actually beat that room faster than you can beat any of the rooms we were just in to save the hostages. It'll probably actually take us longer to get over to it than it does for us to beat the entire room. And I like how they made the boss fight, it's not an actual fight, because the Riddler's not really a combatant at all. He's an extreme brain. And as hard as some of those hostage rooms were to get through, the last two especially, well, the first two weren't hard at all, but you think it would have been a lot more of a complicated maze in the Riddler's actual hideout. Oh, this is the roof that has all those gunmen on it. When I get off of here, yeah, you can see the Iceberg Lounge from here. And actually, there was a Riddler trophy down this hole we're about to go down. So if you collected all the Riddler trophies before this, you already know where it is. And you may have seen the door, and it just wouldn't let you go in. Okay, there's the Iceberg Lounge, and we want to go straight down. And this is just like those AR training. Yeah. Kinda like that. Where you're not supposed to touch anything. If you do, it drops you on the other side. There's an electrified fence right there that you can't climb. And in the room, there's a door. You can't go through that door. It won't let you in. You can see there's like dynamite on it. So, like so much of the rest of the game, we gotta go through a vent.
That's right, Worms. Keep walking. You remember how to walk, don't you?
And the Riddler's right down there. It's not really that big of a room either. But we come down here and we can't interfere with any of these guys walking. Because the Riddler has set them up to devices where if they stop walking, they'll explode. So we can't get in their way. We kill one person, mission's over, you have to start over. There's one, was that? Yeah, there was one behind him. I was about to run too. Okay, the other guy's a pretty decent distance behind him. Go! There it is.
Let's see if you still feel the same.
And this guy should lead us right to him. This isn't a big room.
Hostages. If they stop moving, they'll die. I can't get in their way.
Yep. And right before the corner, right before the next turn, the Riddler is right above us. And just wait for the button to pop up. Yep, there we go.
What?
And a quick takedown. There's no fight.
This cannot be happening. Do you really expect me to fall for this?
It happens
night?
every
I
time.
know you won't kill me.
True.
See, he's got
but you can't
dynamite
say the
strapped
same
to his
about the
head.
Others, can you?
Get your ass moving, Riddler.
You can't tell me what to do.
Do I need to press the button?
What? No. You'll pay for this, Batman.
No,
You sure
doubt
this
it.
thing won't work?
No.
I think the Bat's heard
But there's
that
no
before.
point in letting him know that, is there?
Oh, and another funny thing. If you stand on these tracks and try to stand in his way and see what happens, it makes you get out of the way. It'll push you. Like, I'll just stand right here and not move. And it pushed me out of the way. And the thing beeps, but he doesn't blow up. Anyway, this, I'm really happy, and I'm kind of bummed out because I really enjoyed this walkthrough in particular, and I've done a few so far. This one I really enjoyed. And I hope you did too, because this is something that I've got a pretty decent knowledge about, and I really enjoyed sharing that. I've had all this stuff in my head for years, and I finally got an outlet for it. But this is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you that watched this all the way through, thank you so much. And I will see you again.